guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels like it's been forever since I filmed a video, like seriously long time no see, but I'm back here today with a grocery haul. I'm really excited about this video because I've been getting a lot of requests for it, and the main request is for me to do some in-store shopping for you guys and film that, so I did do that this week. Yeah, so I'll flip to that in a minute. But I wanted to kind of go through the process with you guys of how we plan our meals for the week, just so you get an idea of like our entire grocery shopping trip weekly thing that we do. So usually Zachary and I will sit down, we will open Pinterest, and we'll look separately on like our phones or computers or whatever, and we try to find recipes that are healthy, relatively easy, and obviously that look good. So once we find 5 to 6 recipes, just depending on how many we think we're going to need for the week, we go ahead and write them down on a little note card like this, and we just put them on days of the week. So like for Saturday we put we're having kebabs, Sunday we put chicken with vegetables. And the reason we do that and we plan meals ahead of time is so that it doesn't come to be like dinner time on like a Tuesday night and we're like, oh god, what's for dinner, and then we have to stress about it and try to figure something out. This way, it keeps us so organized. We know ahead of time what's going to be for dinner. We know how long it's going to take to make dinner. We can decide like, hey, I have to work late that night. Can you make dinner? It just makes things so much easier. So we love doing this little note card way of planning dinners. It's worked very well for us. Once we choose everything we're going to eat, we look at the recipes on Pinterest and we write them down on like a notebook piece of paper. We write down all the ingredients we're going to need. We check in the fridge and the pantry, see what we already have, and anything we don't have for the recipe, obviously, we write down and we grab at the grocery store. So that's just kind of our way of planning for the week and then grocery shopping for the week. So, like I said, I filmed in the store for you guys, so I'm gonna roll that clip right here, and then we will get into the actual grocery haul. Okay, you guys, hopefully you liked that little in-store montage I did, just to give you guys some like insight, I guess. I don't know, you guys really kept requesting to see that, so I decided to go ahead and do it for you. And now I'm going to show you guys everything that we got and kind of explain what we use it for, or like what meal it's going to be used for, since we have our meals planned out. But before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know this week on groceries we spent $117.24. Our budget, I think, is $125, so we were under our budget, but typically when we go grocery shopping, we're closer to $100, usually like between $100 and $105. So we went a little bit over our normal, but like we're not worried about it. We did get some more expensive meat than we usually do, and we just had to stock up on some weekly things that we ran out of. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I guess the first thing I will show you guys is the produce that doesn't get refrigerated. So we bought 5 bananas for Zachary. Zachary loves to eat a banana with breakfast every morning on his way to work. It's just a quick, easy breakfast for him. So we always buy a bunch of bananas. We also have 2 white onions. The white onion selection at Smith's was not very good this week, but like we needed onions and it's basically our only option. So these are not great. We're gonna have to chop quite a bit off of these, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. We also grabbed a sweet onion. I don't remember what we bought the onions for, but I mean, almost every recipe has an onion in it. So we have a sweet onion. And then we also bought a red onion, which red onions are my favorite because they're so strong in flavor. And I know for sure that the red onion is going to be for our kebabs that we're making tonight. So that's going to be really good. We're making those in the air fryer. I might film a video on those. Maybe I'll try them first, see how they turn out, and then if they're good, I'll make a video next time we try them. So that is our produce that doesn't get refrigerated. And next I'll go into the refrigerated produce. So we got some whole white mushrooms. This is also for the kebabs. I'm so excited. I'm like addicted to mushrooms right now. I don't know why, but I crave them all the time. They're so yummy. So we got a whole box of them. Zachary actually doesn't like mushrooms unless they're like stuffed mushrooms and you can't taste the mushroom part. So these are not going on his kebabs. They're all for me, which I'm kind of excited about. But yeah, we got some whole white mushrooms. We also bought a ton of bell peppers. I got 3 red, 2 green, and 2 orange. These are mostly going to be used for stuffed peppers. In the Instant Pot, we're going to be trying a new recipe. So I'm excited about that. And then there's also going to be some peppers going in the Southwest chicken that we're making and on the kebab. So that's why we have like so many. And yes, I know they're in plastic bags. I know it's bad for the environment. I'm working on finding some reusable produce bags. I just haven't found any that I think are good quality for the price. So I am in the process of researching that. So don't hound me for the plastic bags. I know they're bad, but I'm trying to find a way around them. And then we also bought a tomato. I don't remember what the tomato is for. It's probably for the Southwest chicken. So yes, we have a cute little tomato. Okay, so next let's get into the couple of frozen things before they defrost. We bought 2 loaves of bread. Zachary buys the Nature's Own butter bread. He just really likes this bread. It's not the healthiest, it's just not the best bread for you, but it is what Zachary likes, so he eats this bread. We have this one frozen just because he has one in the pantry already, so we're freezing this one until he's ready to use it. And then I buy the Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free mountain white bread. This bread is gluten-free, kosher, dairy, soy, and nut-free, which is perfect for me. For those of you who don't know, I try to stay away from gluten, I try to stay away from dairy, and I'm actually allergic to soy. So finding bread that I can eat is like very difficult. This is by far the best brand that I've found so far as like texture and flavor goes for my allergies. So highly recommend this bread. This is a bread that has to stay frozen. So in order to use it, you have to like put it in the toaster regardless of what you're making, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. It's worth it to have a healthy bread. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, our bread, we don't buy for any specific reason. It's mostly just like if someone feels like they want a snack and they want like a sandwich, or if we decide to make toast with one of our recipes. Like we're having sandwiches and soup on Wednesday, so we have bread for that. And then we're having tomato soup on Thursday, so if someone wants to make like a garlic bread or something with their soup, we have bread available for that. Let's see. The next thing we got is heavy whipping cream. I know I just said I try to stay away from dairy, but sometimes it's hard to do so. So we have heavy whipping cream to go in our tomato gnocchi soup, which is so yummy. It is the best. I should probably show you guys that in a video. Also for that, we buy this Italian gnocchi with potato. This is a Private Selection brand. I haven't tried any other store-bought gnocchi, but this one's really good. We like it. It has pretty clean ingredients. It does have gluten in them, but I mean, you're not gonna find gluten-free gnocchi, so these are very good for our soup. And then we also have crushed peeled tomatoes in tomato puree for the soup as well. So that's really yummy. We love our tomato gnocchi soup. What else? Sticking with the canned goods, we have a can of black beans. These are going to be for our Southwest chicken recipe. We just normally buy the Kroger brand. They're good enough. They're a very good price, very affordable, so we just always buy those. We also have a tiny little jar of tomato paste. I forget what this is for, but it's good. Kroger brand again. We like to go as cheap as possible. We try to get pretty much everything in the Kroger brand, if at all possible, just to save money. And then we also have some Kroger diced green chilies, also for the Southwest chicken recipe. That's actually a new recipe we're going to be trying, so if it's good, maybe I'll show you guys a video of that. We also got some unsweetened almond milk. We prefer the Silk brand over the other brand. I forget what it's called. It's like slipping my mind right now, but we really like just the Silk brand. We always buy the unsweetened almond milk for like cooking and such. If we plan on making like baking goods or having protein shakes or something, then we will buy the vanilla unsweetened, but just typically we just buy the regular unsweetened. I'm sorry if you can hear Spike in the background. He's eating and I don't want to bug him or stop filming, so if you hear cute little chewing, that's Spike. We also bought a bunch of flour. I already transported it into my bin, so I don't have the original packaging, but it was in the little in-store clip, so if you saw that, you know what brand it is. I don't remember. But we bought a bunch of flour because I've been in a baking mood lately, so I've been using a lot of flour, so we just need to stock up. So that's why we got flour. We also bought 2 boxes of crackers. These are the Simple Truth brand. These are our favorite crackers as far as health-wise goes, as far as ingredients go. These are just our favorites. So we have the 7 ancient grains ones and the multi-grain with sea salt. The ingredients in here are so good. This one just has brown rice flour, potato starch, safflower oil, sorghum flour, quinoa seeds, sesame seeds, millet, flax seeds, amaranth seeds, and sea salt. The ingredients are basically the same on here, except this one also has yellow corn and some dried cane syrup to make it a little bit sweeter. But other than that, these are probably the cleanest crackers you're going to find at Kroger or Smith's for the best price. These are like $2 a box, which is a really good deal. So we love these crackers. These are our go-to snacks. Zachary also likes to dip these in his Sabra hummus, which he gets the roasted red pepper hummus. Unfortunately, I cannot eat Sabra hummus anymore because it does contain soybean oil, which I'm allergic to, so I've really been missing my hummus lately, but Zachary still eats a lot of it, which is why he gets the family size. Okay, we're almost done. There's only a few more things left, so let's keep going. Let's see. The next thing we have here is basically the only breakfast item both of us like ever eat, which is oatmeal. We buy the Quaker brand, but we like to put them in this container just because it fits better with all of our other containers in the pantry. But we went overboard with the oatmeal this week for some reason, so it doesn't all fit. Zachary just buys the maple and brown sugar one, which is good, but I was getting tired of it, so I opted to buy the flavor variety pack. This one does come with maple brown sugar, but it also has the apples and cinnamon and spice. I also love the Quaker oatmeal because the ingredients in here are like so good. It has whole grain oats, sugar, salt, and then whatever flavoring goes into it. So if it's like cinnamon or whatever, like that's the only ingredients in there. So I absolutely love that. Love things with clean ingredients. So that's pretty much our breakfast. This week we also bought quite a bit of cheese just because we're trying new recipes and they call for cheese. So we like to try it exactly how the recipe calls for at first. And then once we try it, if we're like, oh, it doesn't need the cheese, like we'll take it out the next time, or just, you know, make changes to our own liking. So we are buying cheese for these recipes. So we bought a bag of the Kroger brand Colby Jack shredded cheese. This is shredded Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. This is gonna be for the Southwest chicken recipe that I've been talking about, so we bought that. We also bought a huge bag of the Kroger sharp cheddar shredded cheese. We always just keep a bag of this in our fridge, just for any reason. If Zachary wants to put it on like a breakfast sandwich, or if we have tacos one night, we have cheese for our tacos, or a quesadilla if someone's hungry and wants a snack. We just always keep the sharp cheddar cheese around. It doesn't go bad for like quite a few months, so it doesn't hurt to just have it around. This is something we've never purchased before, but Zachary was like adamant about buying it. It is Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, and this is the roasted chicken with carrots and herbs flavor. It's just microwavable rice. I don't know why he wanted this so bad. I was opting to just have brown rice and flavor our brown rice, but he really wanted this. So I said, okay. This was one of the only flavored ones that didn't have soy. So that was a little frustrating trying to find a soy-free one while we were in the store. But this one says it doesn't have soy. So we're gonna try it out, see if it's good. But I would rather just stick to brown rice. But I said, you know what, babe, we can buy it. So we got that. We also bought some frozen meals, which we pretty much never do, but we went shopping really late last night and we did not feel like making dinner when we got home, so we decided to just buy some frozen meals that we could eat for dinner last night. So, of course, we already ate some of those. Zachary bought Hot Pockets. Zachary's not so much in tune with his health as I am, I would say. I think he's just not as concerned with it, which is fine. If he's happy with how he feels and looks, that's totally fine. So he bought a box of Hot Pockets, and that's what he had for dinner, and he's taking like leftover chili, I think, for lunch today. I bought this Amy's organic rice bowl mushroom risotto. This is going to be my lunch today. I love the Amy's bowls because they have very clean ingredients. Everything is organic. There's basically never any soy in them. They're just really good for a frozen meal. They are a little pricey. I think it's like $5, which is a lot for like a single serving frozen meal, but hey, when you're lazy, you kind of have to spend a little more money. So I got this one for my lunch today. For my dinner last night, I think I bought the Love brand, and it was goat cheese and mushroom raviolis. So I ate that last night. That one's really, really good. So yeah, okay, we're down to the last few items. We bought some chicken broth. This is for our our gnocchi tomato soup. We always just keep a bunch of chicken broth on hand because you never know when you're gonna need it. It's something easy to just have. I'm trying to get Zachary to switch over to just vegetable broth because I just think the flavor is not going to be that much different, and it's just going to be a little bit healthier to have vegetable broth instead of chicken broth. So we'll see. We may switch over eventually, we may not. And now on to the meat, which is the last things we have. So the first thing we got is this Oscar Mayer oven roasted turkey breast. This is just lunch meat. We like to keep lunch meat on hand, like I said, in case someone wants a sandwich. Sometimes if we're feeling just too lazy to make dinner, we will just make sandwiches. And this week we actually plan to have sandwiches and soup on Wednesday, so this will come in handy. We kind of switch it up. We go between the turkey breast and the chicken breast, just depending on how we feel. So we bought turkey this week. This is also a huge pack. This is gonna last us a while. Let's see, we also bought a package of ground turkey. We normally buy this same brand but in the tubes because it's usually cheaper, but every now and then this nice box size will go on sale for the same price as the tube, so then we'll get this one. This ground turkey is going to be used for the stuffed peppers, I think. But anytime something calls for ground beef, we opt for ground turkey instead, just to stay as healthy as possible. I want to try to switch over to ground chicken sometimes too, but we'll see if that ever happens. We also bought 3 chicken breasts for the Southwest chicken. This is the Simple Truth brand. It says natural chicken breast, boneless and skinless, 99% fat-free. This brand we normally do not get. I don't remember the brand we normally get, but it's not like organic and fancy. It's just like straight up chicken. But they did not have the weight that we needed. We needed like just under 2 pounds, and all of them were like over 3 pounds. So we got this one. I'm actually kind of excited because they're individually packaged. They're a lot healthier. They're grade A. So yeah, we got chicken. I'm excited to try this chicken. And we're down to the last item. The last thing we bought is this package of chuck roast beef. This is a boneless cut. Normally, we never buy beef. I always tell Zachary, let's get turkey instead. But in this case, beef was kind of what we needed because we're using it for our kebabs. So our kebabs are gonna have peppers, onions, beef, mushrooms, and then we're having the rice on the side. This rice on the side with our kebabs. So we wanted to just, again, try the recipe exactly as it calls for. So we bought this big chunk of beef. I'm not very excited about it. I feel like when I eat beef, I just feel like tired and sluggish, but I said we could try it. Hopefully it's yummy. But yeah, that is my entire grocery haul. Like I said, once again, we spent $117 for everything, and I think we do pretty good. We don't normally like look at prices while we're in the store or look at prices online before we shop. We kind of just figure out what we need to buy and we go and we purchase it, and it's never over like $120. So we don't really have to budget anything. I do want to actually try to budget 1 week and just see what happens, like see what a cheaper option would be, or like see if we could spend like a really small amount 1 week, see what we could get for a small amount, and do like a little challenge, I guess, to just see what would happen. That sounds really fun. See how many coupons we could use, stuff like that. It's because I know a lot of you guys love grocery hauls, but you want to see like a grocery haul on a budget basically. So if you guys do want to see that, let me know and I will totally get that in the works for you guys. That sounds really fun to me, but if you don't want to see it, obviously I won't do it. So just let me know below if you want to see it. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me when I don't upload for like a week or two. I'm trying so hard to get on a normal schedule. Trust me, it will happen eventually. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below any video ideas you have or any requests you want to see, just so I have a good flow of videos coming for you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!